Three events of the Rogue Invitational have exerted plenty of pressure and force on the athletes, but the strongest men in the world have been pushing back against the grueling challenges. Only two events remain for them to stake their claim to one of the biggest prize purses in the sport of strongman. Up next, a diabolical combination of implements that will test both strength and endurance. This is the 2021 Rogue Invitational. Welcome to the second and final day of the 2021 Rogue Invitational at Dell Diamond Stadium in Round Rock, Texas. Two events remain as the strongmen get ready to take on the second event of the day, the Timber Yoke and Log Medley. Heading into event 4, the strongmen have already faced three grueling tests of strength. JF Caron put up a winning score of 926 pounds in event 1, the elephant bar deadlift. Alexey Novakov was the only man to clear all 5 sear bells in event 2, the sear dumbbell challenge. And event 3, the wheel of pain. Tom Stoltman turned it the farthest at 89 feet, 3 inches.
Proving everyone to kind of shut up and just leave me get on with it, because when I'm the best, no one can beat me.
After 3 events, Martins Licis is your overall leader with 26 points, but Tom Stoltman is just 1 point back. Alexey Novakov sits in third, but only 5 points separates him from 5th place Brian Shaw. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Sean Woodland with Lawrence Chalet. And Lawrence, this is a very unique combination of movements that we're going to see in this next test.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been competing for nearly 20 years and I've never seen these two put together. You often see the yoke put with other moving events, but to have a static event and a moving event together is a very unusual combination. We have some incredible yoke runners here. We have some incredible log lifters here. So this is an interesting one to pick.
You have to carry the yoke 50 feet. It weighs 1,000 pounds. And then 3 overhead log lifts at 360 pounds.
Yeah, this is going to be a fantastic event. 1,000 pounds, and look at this beautiful equipment again. The Slater log there. Lovely, lovely log, and this yoke just looks epic.
Event number 4 is already underway, so let's join in progress as JF Caron takes the field. He's tied for 7th place coming into this event, and he is someone who could be the first to finish all 3 log presses.
Making use of those huge traps. He's moving pretty well here. This is more like it now.
This is an absolute sprint compared to what we just saw from Shivlikov, and Caron is done inside 20 seconds.
The whole distance without dropping it now onto the log. Focus on 1 rep at a time. He's going to pull it up to his lap. Powerful hip drive to roll the log up to his chest. Very easy. And a solid press there. Gets a down signal. We've seen our first rep on the 360 log.
JF Caron won event number 1. He's had 2 bad finishes since then, but looking to get back on track as he hits rep number 2.
Can he finish this in under 60 seconds? Let's go, JF. Come on. Powerful row. Big, powerful hip drive and into the press.
And Caron
down signal.
Done it.
There we go. That's how to do it.
56.03 seconds. Just demolishing both parts of this event. JF Caron came at this thing like he was shot out of a cannon, didn't put it down once, and was able to traverse that entire 50 feet in less than 20 seconds.
It was decent. It was decent. I have huge expectations of people on the yoke. Obviously, I've done it many times myself, and I think he can improve his technique, but the strength was there, and the log lifting was excellent. Nicely paced, good, powerful clean, and an easy press.
Great run by JF Caron. Before Brian Shaw takes the floor, let's get you caught up on the earlier heats from this event. The strongmen would take on event 4 in reverse order of the overall standings. Jerry Pritchett, who sat in 10th place after 3 events, continued to struggle. He was barely able to move the yoke. Mikhail Shivlikov got the yoke across the entire 50-foot track, but the log proved to be too much for him. He failed to get a successful lift at 360 pounds. Luke Stoltman had a great start to the event. He got through the yoke carry with little trouble, and he would make quick work of his first 2 log presses, but then Stoltman ran into trouble.
He only has 1 rep left and can't lock it out. He is done.
He is physically beat.
Rob Kearney also got off to a great start. Kearney was nearly 5 seconds faster than Stoltman on the yoke, but in the end, Kearney would also run into trouble on the log, making just 1 lift. The next man to take the floor is Brian Shaw, who sits in 5th place coming into this event.
Brian likes heavy yokes. He just copes. His body is designed to cope with heavy weight. Still hanging with the top guys in the world at close to 40 years old. So let's see what the 4-time World Strongest Man champion can do. Gets himself set under. And we're off. Steady steps. Just trying to get through the yoke. I'm sure the leg is screaming at him on this. He's nice and steady. He's just got to finish it. That's all he needs to do. He's got plenty of time. He knows there's no ridiculously fast times ahead of him. All 3 reps on the log is going to be good points.
Nice and smooth for Brian Shaw as he moves on to the log, and you can see him.
He's in pain there.
Limping noticeably as he approaches the log for his first attempt.
Come on then, Brian. Let's fight through that pain. You can do this. This is going to be the worst part for him. Cleaning the log. This is where it's going to hurt the hamstring. He's got it up to the chest. And a good solid press there.
2 left for Brian Shaw.
Take your time. 1 more rep puts him into 2nd place. Very methodical. He knows this is the part that's going to hurt. Rows it up to the lap. Powerful drive with the hips. And then if it's anything like that last rep, the press will be easy, and it is. Good, strong pressing.
2nd rep is good for Brian Shaw. 1 rep remaining. Looking to become the 2nd man to finish this event.
His wife there cheering him on. Everyone wanting him to finish this log. Deep breath, fight that pain, block it out. Powerful drive now. Just needs to make it settle, get it in position, and there we go.
Brian Shaw has done it.
2nd man to complete the medley. Brian Shaw finishing in a time of 1 minute, 37 seconds.
Let's take one more look at Shaw's run.
Tell the hamstring was holding him back. You could see him almost limp. The final log lift here. Good solid press there. Down signal from the referee there. And look at that. Kerry Shaw there. Proud of her man.
JF Caron still has the best time as the men in the top spots in the overall standings get warmed up. We'll have more from Event 4, the Yoke Log Medley, when the 2021 Rogue Invitational continues.
The 2021 Rogue Invitational on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Rogue. Don't weaken.
Event 4 continues here at the 2021 Rogue Invitational in Round Rock, Texas, where only 2 men of the 6 who have competed so far have been able to finish all 3 log presses, but the athletes at the top of the overall standings have yet to take the field.
We have Kiliaskovsky coming up. He's looking focused. This is his chance. He needs a big performance here. He needs to win this event, prove he is still one of the absolute most dangerous men on the planet when it comes to strongman competition. He truly is an incredible athlete. Here's the buzzer, gets under. Let's see how he is on this. He's looking fast. He's eating up the course nice and quick. What's the clock say? 13 seconds for the Super Yoke. Now, this is the important part. How is his log looking? How is the tricep? This is where we answer the questions. Mateusz, 1 motion to the log. There we go. He's feeling confident. Can he do that for the 2nd rep?
Rep number 2 is good.
1 more. He's got plenty of time. What's he going to do? It's a risk to 1 motion. Does he go for it again? Yes, he does.
And
he fixes it overhead.
Kiliaskovsky has done it. 41 seconds.
Proving he is back. Kiliaskovsky laying it down to the other competitors. 41-74, goes into first place, obliterates Caron's time.
Here is another look at Kieliszkowski's impressive run.
Nice and solid. Look at his foot speed there, moving really well. Look how stable the yoke is. Across the line, no problem. And then when he did that first rep with the one motion, I was jumping out of my seat. Look at that rep. It's so good to see that confidence coming back. There we go. He's happy there.
Unbelievable from Kieliszkowski.
Alexi Novakov is up next. He sits in third place overall and has a lot of pressure on him after Kieliszkowski set the top time to beat.
Yeah, this is where Novakov needs to really put the foot on the gas. He's almost got to take a risk here. Kieliszkowski has laid down a tremendous time. It's beatable, but you have to just go for broke. Here we go. Alexey Novakov approaching the super yoke. 1,000 pounds on his back. Gets it up. And look at the speed of this man's feet. Moving well.
A little behind Kieliszkowski's pace, but a great number on the yoke. Now 3 reps on the log here.
There's 1 rep. "30 seconds, he gets 2 reps, it's possible. There's the down signal, he's gonna have to be fast.
Final attempt, if he can hit it. And Novakov has it, and that one...
Did he get the down signal? I'm not convinced that he did.
I don't think he did. Magnussen's hand is still in the air, so that was a costly no rep for Novakov. He's going to have to find a way to...
So he's going to have to compose himself now. Big cheer from the crowd.
And Novakov will make that one count. And will move into third place in this event. One more look here at the entire attempt from Alexey Novakov.
He was a little slow getting himself in position. First rep moved really well on the log. Second rep was solid, but it was here he knew he had to rush. The judge's hand stays up, nicely fixed up, but he's moving. And then he stepped off the back of the platform, totally lost his balance there, managed to compose himself. He's got a level head on him as Novakov. Good solid rep to finish off. Unfortunate for Novakov.
Only 2 men remain as we come to the end of the yoke log medley. Tom Stoltman is looking for his 2nd straight event win. Will have his run when we return to the 2021 Rogue Invitational. Welcome back to the 2021 Rogue Invitational in Round Rock, Texas. Only 2 men have yet to take on event 4, the timber yoke and log medley, and it's Mateusz Kieliszkowski who has the top time so far. He turned in a score of 41.74 seconds. The next man to take the floor is Tom Stoltman, the 2021 World's Strongest Man. He is only 1 point behind overall leader Martins Licis, but he's known to hit home runs when it matters most.
Here comes the big man, the albatross, Tom Stoltman.
It kind of just came natural to me. I mean, my granddad was a really strong man. My dad did a lot of farming. Strength was a background in our family, so all quite giants.
Stoltman pulling rep number 4. He's already on to 5.
Tom Stoltman here in this Rogue record breaker.
Right off the ground.
6-0-2.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
We got to find bigger stones.
Look how quickly he's going. Tom, one motion through as many as he can.
Using that power belly to his advantage, just hoists them on. And Tom Stoltman is racking through these.
I don't think Tom can hold back if he wants to win this show. This is important.
He and Licis right next to each other in the dugout. I wonder if there's a little mental warfare going on right now. Maybe trying to psych each other out.
This is where it gets exciting then. 1 point currently between our top two athletes. Here they are, Tom Stoltman approaching the yoke.
4 men have been able to complete this entire event. We just saw Alexey Novakov do it in 105.51 seconds. And here goes Tom Stoltman.
Nice steady on the yoke here. Not as fast as some of the other athletes we've seen, but he's moving just the same. Nice steady stride. No mistakes. That's the goal for Tom Stoltman.
A smooth run for Stoltman as he is through that first 50-foot carry. Now onto the log for his 3 reps.
Clean there. Oh, you see that log just tipped forward as he went to press there. Corrects himself on the second attempt. Needs to make sure those elbows stay high. That's a better press there by Tom Stoltman. Now what's the clock? 46 seconds. Needs this. He can get ahead of Caron. And he does.
There's Tom Stoltman coming up with the performance that he needs. 52.06 seconds. Moves into second place, and now the pressure is on Martins Licis, who's trying not to surrender the overall lead to that man.
And that's a great performance there by Tom Stoltman. Very professional, didn't panic, composed himself when that log rolled a little. And then in the end, 3 very, very impressive presses. Second place, he'll be very pleased with that performance.
One more look at Stoltman's effort here.
Not as quick as some of the other athletes we've seen. Very, very wide stance. Very wide man, to be fair. Nice and steady. Finishes the yoke in around 20 seconds. Watch this first rep. Second rep was even better. Magnus's hand up held high. Good solid press. Gets the down signal. That's a happy man. Now, how does Licis respond? First contest back in a long time. He's not put a foot wrong so far. Does he feel the pressure? He looks cool and he's got the shades on there. But believe me, inside the nerves are kicking in.
Will Mateusz Kieliszkowski lock up his first event win? Or will the Dragon swoop in and take it? Overall leader Martins Licis is up next at the 2021 Rogue Invitational.
The 2021 Rogue Invitational on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Ram Trucks, J.D. Power's #1 brand in new vehicle quality.
Welcome back to the conclusion of event number 4 here at the 2021 Rogue Invitational in Round Rock, Texas. Only 5 men out of the 9 who have taken the floor have completed the entire medley. Mateusz Kieliszkowski has the top time after his impressive score of 41.74 seconds.
Here comes the Dragon. Martins Licis has yet to win an event, but has been the picture of the word consistency.
And that's why he's so good. Doesn't necessarily have a standout event, just doesn't have a weakness. And that's a key point to being a great champion.
But Tom Stoltman put a ton of pressure on him. 52.06. That's the time that Stoltman just put up.
Here we go. Under nice and quick, and he's up fast. Only 3 seconds from the line to being up with the yoke. Moving well. Again, not as fast as some of the athletes, but nice and steady, going all the way. No drops.
He's about on Stoltman's pace.
Just gets across the line there.
Maybe a little ahead. Now to the log for Licis.
Good clean there. Needs to fix it.
First rep.
Gets the down signal.
Is good.
That's a better rep there by Licis. Look much more fluent. Got his line right with the press. He could be quick. Oh, just lost his balance there, but still on for a good time.
And Licis has done it. He'll get another second place finish, and he will be your overall leader with 1 event to go.
44.70 there. Licis again, another top 3 finish. Second place on the medley. What a return it's been for the former world's strongest man.
Martins Licis has been extremely consistent over 4 events so far. Let's take one more look at his performance up to this point.
Nice and steady on the yoke. Not the fastest, but he got through very, very smoothly. That first rep he just needed to work hard for. The second rep though, he corrects the technique. He makes sure the log is locked nice and tight into the throat, high on the clavicle. Look how smoothly that second rep goes up. And he was trying hard to catch up with Kiliaskovsky. Just missed the first dip, but again composes himself, gets the down signal. Another top 3 finish.
Nobody beats Mateusz Kieliszkowski's time of 41.74 seconds as he gets his first event win of the competition. Martins Licis has another consistent performance, but Tom Stoltman finishes just 1 place behind him in third. Kiki Dixon spoke with your event winner, Mateusz Kieliszkowski.
Mateusz, it's been a minute since we've seen you in a competition setting due to your injury. What was your training like coming back into competition?
Finally, I win something. So one event. I stopped my training 2 weeks ago because I got my lat injury. So best solution was stop and recover. But 2 weeks, it's not enough. You saw yesterday my deadlift was really weak. I can't pull because I'm afraid I don't hurt again and do next surgery. Today Caron wheel was good for me. This event, I'm really happy because I won.
Thanks.
Thank you.
After 4 events, it's Martins Licis who is on top of the overall leaderboard. He widens his lead over Tom Stoltman, who now sits 2 points behind him. Alexey Novakov is in third, but Mateusz Kieliszkowski is only 1/2 point back. 1 event remains. The Dragon is breathing fire in Texas. Martins Licis sits atop the overall leaderboard with 1 event remaining, but he will have to hold off Tom Stoltman, who has a nickname of his own. The man known as the King of the Stones is ready to conquer the next challenge, one that is tailor-made for him. The Stones await. It's a classic strongman challenge to close out the 2021 Rogue Invitational. This has been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports.